We the Fans is the #1 sponsor in battle rap. My name is Frank White, and I probably contributed to some of your favorite battles. I mean, in the last 4 years, I donated $222,000 to battle rap for the culture. Check out We the Fans Global on Instagram for the full catalog of battles I sponsor. And follow We the Fans Global on YouTube to watch full battle breakdowns from a sponsor's perspective and a recommendation for what battles should be booked next. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and keep stepping into your greatness. We the Fans is for the culture.
We are here with the one and only, the next big superstar in female battle rap, Big Ice. How you feeling?
What's up? How you doing? I'm good, man. What's going
Man,
on? Shout
appreciate
out to
you
We the
making this.
Fans.
Hey,
You know what
let's
I'm saying? I got my hoodie
go.
on, man.
I
Shout out to
appreciate
We
you
the Fans,
supporting.
man.
Thank you for
For sure.
supporting. I
For
appreciate
sure.
that. So Texas business, we here.
Uh-huh.
Before we get to the Mallory battle, let's start from the beginning. I want you to tell me, what was the experience like when you got the call to be in a WTBL tournament?
Um, I was super excited. Um, I was very excited. Never been a part of a battle rap tournament before.
Mhm.
Only tournament experience I had was basketball tournaments. So I was very excited to be a part of something different,
Mhm.
something that was much needed. I feel like
Mhm.
this was a much needed thing in the culture,
Right.
and it needed to be done with the new talent. Um, so I was excited, man. I knew that this was an opportunity to make history.
Mhm.
um, and I knew that it would be an opportunity to um, just build my profile and also kind of shake back from my last couple of battles before that, or my last few battles before that, just because I didn't have the most like cleanest performances, or just the performances to show like who I really am, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and what I
Mhm.
can do. So
Mhm.
I looked at it as an opportunity just overall to shake back history, um, show people what I can do on the promo side,
Mhm.
how I can get people in the building and how I can get them to purchase pay-per-views. Just overall show my worth, you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened. So I was super excited and I'm very grateful for the opportunity and the experience.
Big salute to WTBL and big salute to you for everything you've been doing. Um, okay, so round one, Big Ice versus D Rain. Take us through that battle, prepping for that battle, how you call the battle. Any thoughts from that battle?
Man, D Rain was my first opponent back from I battled Mallory May 31st.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a Spaces battle in between then. That was cool, but I hadn't battled I battled D Rain in November. I hadn't had an in-person battle since May.
Mm.
So of
Damn.
2025. So
Okay.
she was gonna catch the worst of it all.
Yeah.
She was destined to catch the hell, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That
Yeah.
had been festering in my spirit, because I said like whoever I stand in front of next, they gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, really catch that wreck. Like,
Let's
you
go.
know what I'm saying, OD
Yeah.
stuff. So um I was super excited though. Um the promo was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I took a battle that people didn't really care that much about, and we were able to make it, you know what I'm saying, super interesting to where even people thought D Rain would beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
the promo was that great that they thought she had a
Crazy.
chance. You know what I'm saying?
Promo
So,
was out of this world. Y'all was wilding on each other for
yeah,
real.
yeah. So, but shout out to D Rain. I feel like that was like one of the biggest that battle was one of the biggest pivots in my career, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
And I've had a couple, but that definitely was. And usually when people say that, they have that against like a vet or something like that, but
Mm.
I could say that a pivotal battle for me was battling somebody who had just started battling maybe a year and a half before that.
Mm.
And until Zan and Hope Trilly dropped one of the best battles of 2026.
Mhm.
Me and D Rain was the highest viewed battle of the tournament.
Fire.
Um, we were the first WTBL drop ever. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Battle drop
Crazy.
ever. So
History.
history, like history. Um, I still have flashbacks of that moment in the building and how I felt and how great it felt to be there. Like
Mhm.
I never thought that all the people that were in the building would be there to support all of the new girls.
Right.
It was heartwarming. I just appreciate every moment, man. I'm so sad that I'm not in the tournament no more, bro. Man, I was having fun. Like one of the most fun experiences I've had in battle rap so far. You know
Fire,
what I'm saying, was
fire.
being a part of this tournament. So D
Okay.
Rain, she had to go.
Mhm.
I had to, get out that first round
Mhm.
and make sure I get out the first round with a clear win. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
And
That was
which you did, which you
right.
did in great fashion. Your second round battle was against a Florida vet. We got to salute La G. Talk
Shout
to
out to
me.
YG,
Talk,
man.
talk to me about going into that battle. What you remember from that battle, and what was the experience like?
I'm not gonna lie. I knew I had Mallory after that. I wasn't really, and people might find that disrespectful, but I'm a very realistic person,
Mhm.
and I knew that Laji wasn't going to do anything different. She's a veteran. She's a
Mhm.
10 or 15 year plus veteran.
Damn.
And if you haven't changed by now, you never will. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn. Okay.
that's a fact, though. I mean, how
Mhm.
many times do we really see vets just change who they are after they've
Mhm.
been stuck in their ways for so long?
Mhm.
Um, and I knew that I just needed to just get the win. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
knew I didn't have to put too much into that. I wasn't aiming to be performance of the weekend, battle of the weekend. I wasn't
Mhm.
aiming for any of those accolades. I
Mhm.
just wanted to advance, and I knew what I had to do to advance. I told Laji, if you put all of your bombs in your third round, you lose in this battle. And she did that, right? I
Okay.
told her this on Three Letterman. I studied you. You put all of your best shit in your third round.
Mhm.
You are going to lose the battle if you do that. You need to sprinkle them around. You know what I'm saying? Put a bomb in the first, put a
Yeah.
bomb in the second.
Yeah.
Um, and I knew I was gonna walk out with the dub because I knew she wasn't gonna change. And I was already focused in my bag to start,
Mhm.
focusing on the rematch with Mallory because my G wasn't gonna change for me. So she wasn't
That's
gonna change me.
crazy.
And I also felt like she didn't win the first round when she battled Lady Lines. I feel like Lady
You
Lines.
thought Lady Lance got cheated?
I don't think she got cheated because she did stumble and choke in the third, but I
Mhm.
did have her winning the first and the second. I had Lady Lines winning the first and the second, like
Okay.
clear.
Okay. Salute to Lady Lance. Salute to the judges. Okay, so now you had already battled Mallory.
Hmm.
Everyone has however they feel about that battle. It's battle rap, it's opinionated sport. But now is the rematch.
Hmm.
Going into this rematch, and I love you, I love Mallory. I was very hyped for this battle.
Hmm.
It still looked like a little bit of a lineup because the event is
Hold on,
happening.
what you say again?
It still looked a little bit like a
I
lineup.
just wanted because Frank, I wanted you to repeat that because you know people in the culture
Mhm,
when I say it or
mhm,
I put emphasis on the fact that no other person in this tournament will experience what I had to face. Now, I wasn't just facing somebody who was in their hometown or their home state. I was against somebody who was not only in their hometown or home state in their hood, but
mhm.
also their home venue, also a collaboration with their home league.
Bingo. All
So
of those things combined just looked crazy aesthetically.
nobody will in this tournament. People want to argue semantics. Oh, Hope Trilly is a battler in Atlanta. Hope Trilly don't rep Atlanta. She just
And
she don't
she's
have
from
a
New
home.
York
She don't
anyway.
have a home. She don't have a home league in Atlanta. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Blue
yeah,
Coca. She's from Atlanta, but
yeah,
I don't. She don't have no home league in Atlanta.
yeah,
She don't
yeah,
have a home venue in Atlanta. This
yeah,
not a collaboration with a home league. Oh,
yeah,
Hurricane Dude raps in Atlanta. She don't have no home league in Atlanta.
yeah.
Hurricane
And
Dude not even from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So we can argue the semantics, but the
yeah,
reality of the situation is that nobody will have to face Nobody, when we look back at this some years
Mm,
from now,
mm,
nobody had the most uphill battle
mm,
ever
mm.
going into the third round or any round for that matter. For that
Yeah,
matter,
yeah.
everybody was on a neutral ground. There was no conflicts of interest. The
Mm-hmm,
optics didn't look so lopsided. You know what
mm-hmm,
I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
So I'm just glad you said that
mm-hmm,
because people, Big Ice is a crybaby when Big Ice
mm-hmm.
talks about what's the truth. You know what I'm
But it's the
saying?
reality. It's the reality,
It's the
honestly. And
reality.
the thing is, one of their biggest on paper cards that they've had in the region. So the entire league is going to be there. Like, so you're essentially battling the entire establishment of the
I was not
DMV.
just battling Mallory, man. I
Yeah,
was battling the crowd. I was
yeah.
battling
Her peers.
OSBL. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
battling the syndicate billionaires. I was
yeah,
battling the company. I was
yeah.
battling whoever else she's associated with.
Every affiliation possible. So
They were there.
it's
I was
definitely.
battling Bars and Roses. I was
Look, it looked crazy, but okay, so it looked one way. We've established that. Now,
Mhm.
a lot of things happened in the battle. I have
Mhm.
spoken with a few of your peers.
Okay.
Eon and Jay Gray have been very vocal about them having you win in this battle.
Right.
Also, my female battle rap correspondent, Lou, who attends most of the tournament, and this time he watched it on the stream, he
Mhm.
also says he had you win in the battle. So we have to respect the judges. Obviously, salute to the judges. They made the decision. But the controversy comes in when it's a unanimous decision. The controversy comes in when it's a close battle like that, and you've got glitching on the stream, and one of the judges isn't even in the building. So, you know, the just so much happened. Can you talk to us about all the pros and cons of this battle because it's controversial?
First of all, shout out to Mallory. You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
Mallorei, great competitor.
If the judges made their choice, you know what I'm saying, I can't, it's only so much that I can say. You know what I'm saying? I can fight
Mhm,
for myself. I can advocate for myself,
mhm,
but it's after the fact. You know what I
mhm,
mean? So shout out to Mallory. She got the win based on the judge's decision.
mhm,
Now, there is a lot to unpack here, right? We had to carefully go through a list of judges who we both felt were unbiased, right? But mostly me because I'm look at the odds that I'm against.
mhm,
Um, we finally got down to the wire after many people declined judging our battle.
mhm.
Now I didn't know Rita was at home until um, that we were about to battle, right?
Damn.
Um, Maybe like an hour before, whenever we kind of locked in on the judges.
Mhm,
But because in my mind I knew that she's the primary judge, and I haven't swapped out any judges throughout my whole tenure in the tournament.
mhm,
Um, Even with me and Mallory, I didn't necessarily swap out anybody. We just had to carefully select, you know what I'm saying, make sure
mhm.
that the optics don't look crazy. You know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? That was in itself an experience because not only do I have to stress about whooping her ass in her hometown in front of
Mhm,
her home crowd, I got to
mhm,
focus on judges. I had to put my mind in so many different places.
mhm,
Do I feel like that was fair to me? No, but it is what it is. All is fair in war.
mhm,
So, it is what it is. But it was so much going into it. Like I had to think about so many things. Official called me like a month before, like, hey, you need to make sure these judges airtight. We ain't playing. Like, you know what I'm
mhm,
saying? We had a long conversation about what this possibly is gonna look like
mhm,
and how it looks like a lineup and what I have to do. Um, so that was one part of it. Um, Again, the optics was crazy. The stream cutting off in the middle of her second round. Well, it wasn't technically the middle. I think they said it was like 19 seconds or something into her second round that
mhm,
the stream cut.
mhm,
And we were caught in a decision of, what I'm saying, me, Chilla, Mal, and Primo was like, well, what I'm saying? We
mhm.
didn't really necessarily know what we was gonna do. Now, luckily, it came back on. Like, it didn't take that long for the stream to buffer back, but that was crazy too, right?
Mhm.
Um, it- Frank, it's a lot, man.
We're here. Take your time.
I'm heartbroken.
I respect it.
Bro, I had so much fun in this tournament. I feel like it made me a better artist. I feel
Agreed.
like um it made me a more desirable artist.
1,000%.
I feel like it really showed me you know what I'm saying, how far I can really go for real. Like, and I do feel like if I was anywhere else, I would have won that battle.
So
I feel like if I was in Atlanta, I would have won that battle 2-1.
yeah,
If I was in New York, 2-1. If I was anywhere else besides Houston, because we're gonna take that off the table, right?
of course,
And
of course.
besides Maryland, I would have won that battle 2-1.
Were you up 2-0 going into the third?
I was up 2-0 in hindsight, right? Because in the moment, especially when all that was happening with the stream and stuff, I can't really like think about, you know what I'm saying, in the moment. But I knew I won that first round clear. The only reason why the clarity for the second round wasn't really in my mind because of the shit that happened with the stream and shit.
Yeah, her having a restart and everything.
But I know for a fact I got that first round clear. Everybody is saying I won the second clear.
So that makes you the winner.
I got a phone call, like a text message yesterday from somebody, an OG, like a real respected OG, like I'm hearing that you lost a battle. What is this about? I watched the battle and I had you winning. And even the third round, I feel like I took a risk.
You could argue that you took all three?
Did you watch the battle, Frank?
I did.
Okay. So let's really talk about it. Frank, you playing games, man. And you haven't Frank.
I don't want to give my opinion.
Frank playing ghetto games, and we not doing that. So Frank, because I asked you, so nah.
It's not about me. It's about
be honest. No, I genuinely want to know who you had winning the battle.
I knew it would come to this.
We respect the judges, and this is not a slight to the judges.
I always say respect the judges, right? I always say that. Respect the judges first and foremost. Whatever they decided is what they decided. That's why we assign them that role. Personally, just me personally as a battle rap consumer, I have you winning the first, clear as you said. I have you edging the second. Of course, her having a restart and all that stuff definitely plays into, you know what I'm saying? Momentum. You can lose momentum that way. But I just think even with all that was happening, just content versus content, I have you edging the second, which makes the second a preference round. So somebody can say, I preferred Mallory's. I think y'all both did great. Let's make sure we say that too. Y'all both were cooking. The energy, just everything was what it needed to be. Competitive, the energy, the bars, everybody was on 10. But this is battle rap. Everybody has an opinion. My personal opinion is that you got the first clear and that you edged the second. And then I think Mallorei got the third. You know what I'm saying? I think she did a little bit. She had a great buildup, and everything she did right near the end of her third, to me, you know what I'm saying, was enough for her to get the third.
Frank, I feel the exact same.
That's how I call the battle. But we have to respect the judges. The thing that shocks me the most is the outcome of it being unanimous. That's not a unanimous decision battle. That's a battle where it's like, 3-2, 2-1. Like some of the judges got this, some of the judges got that. So unanimous call on something like that, as close as it was with the stakes that it was, I would have been comfortable with, edge, like just a couple judges having you, a couple judges having her, and it comes down to that. I'm comfortable with that because that's the kind of battle it is. I can't watch that battle and say that all judges are just on one page. You know what I mean? And as I said, my personal feelings are that you won. But we have to respect the judges. This happens in tournaments all the time. I think Beatrice, won her battle and she didn't get that call. I think Geek Girl might have won her battle and didn't get that. There's
wake it up, Yoshi boys, wake it up.
There's a couple battles where I personally had a different call from what the judges called. You know what I'm saying? but it's not. I'm not a judge, and I'm just, I'm a spectator and a consumer. So salute to the tournament. You're never gonna always
But
get it
this,
right
but
in any
real, but
tournament. Is gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
let's circle back to why it's important
Hmm.
that when you're in a tournament
Hmm.
that it's neutral ground,
Yeah,
right? Let
yeah,
this be a lesson, right?
yeah.
Because of course in that building,
Hmm.
she's going to get, no matter what she says,
Hmm.
she's going to get the most, you know what I'm saying, reaction naturally.
Hmm.
She's
Of
at
course.
home. Because if we was in Houston, oh,
It would have looked crazy.
and let it look crazy,
Yeah,
right? She
yeah.
has every right to not give a fuck.
Of course, of
And
course.
I wouldn't either if I was at home, right?
Mhm.
So if this battle was anywhere else,
Yeah,
I know for a fact I'd still be in that tournament. If it was
yeah,
anywhere else, because what's happening in the building matters.
yeah.
But but let's understand that there's only a few people who are my biggest haters that are saying that she won the battle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or that it was, you know what I'm saying, non-negotiable that she won
But
the
she
battle.
did very, very well, and
She
she's
did
been doing
well.
very well in this.
She did.
I don't subscribe to the theory that she's just been like cruising her way through the thing. She's been fighting, and she's a tournament killer. And
But let's be
I
clear.
personally think she's
Everybody's
gonna
been
win the
fighting.
tournament. You know what I'm
Everybody's
saying?
been fighting.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody's been
yeah,
fighting. So
yeah.
she's
That's
not
right.
the only person fighting. She's not the only
Yeah,
one getting bruises. But let's erase the narrative that it's just a cruise sailing ship. A
yeah,
cruise, you know,
yeah,
sailing
yeah,
ship.
yeah, yeah. It's
It's
just some
it's
close calls.
we
Yeah,
all we all it's close calls.
yeah,
And when it comes to close calls, you have to pick preference.
yeah, yeah,
You have to pick who's, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
a little bit more favorable, maybe a
yeah,
little bit more likable, maybe a little
yeah,
bit more this, a little bit more that.
yeah.
But for 5-0 to be the
It's
circumstances,
crazy. It's crazy.
that's
We gotta
something
call
that
it
I
spade a
can't
spade.
subscribe to.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
crazy.
subscribe to 5 judges saying she won 2-1
Yeah,
and that it came down to the third.
yeah,
I just can't subscribe to that. You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
No,
I
I agree. I
I
agree.
just
It's crazy to me. But I always say respect the judges, and I always do, even when I disagree. There's been a few battles in the past where this has happened. You're not gonna always get it right. It's not always gonna be who's supposed to win, but I can say that Mallory did incredible. You did incredible. Y'all have both like given us two fantastic battles. You know what I'm saying? It's
and
very
the
rare.
second one way better than the first one. That's the part
It's
that's
very rare when a sequel better than the original
when a
movie. You know what
sequel's
I'm
better
saying?
than the original, it's rare.
So I can't
Shout out to
complain
Mallory, man.
for
Like
real. And I
literally
think
10
years from
months
now,
ago, we
when
were
y'all
different people. Yeah.
and years from now, when y'all are even more different people, that trilogy gonna look amazing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So
right.
salute to
Nah,
both
nah,
of
nah.
y'all.
People was talking shit. Oh, most people got Mallory winning the first one. Oh, the judges got to win the second one. So no trilogy. So
No,
I
I
ain't
don't want to hear
tripping.
that. I don't want to hear that. I think that storyline is fire. You know what I'm saying? Like Clips and Rock have multiple, and we still want to see the third. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right,
like,
right, right, right.
I don't know. Like, I love that in battle rap. It's part of battle rap, and I think
Right,
that
right.
I don't. What I don't want to happen is anybody sliding you or Mallory, because y'all are, every time we see y'all getting better and better and better and better, and
Right,
that's
right.
inspiring. That's dope to see. That's what we need. We need talent that's consistently. You know what I'm saying? And every time I see you, big guys, your next battle is always better than your previous, and I always think your previous you did so well. So it's like,
Right, right, right.
man, sky's the limit for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
but this was a very controversial call, very controversial battle. Every tournament has these. Every tournament has one of these. But it looked crazy. It looked like a lineup. The odds were stacked against you. Everything was made to, you know what I mean, to ensure that she wins this. You went in there and you fought. You fought. Like, I'm so proud of you, because I just feel like you did what looked to me to be the impossible. So seeing the outcome is heartbreaking, but seeing the work is inspiring. Seeing what you're accomplishing is incredible. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Appreciate
who do you think wins this tournament?
Oh man, it's tough. Um, I think Eon has the biggest chance of winning this tournament. Um, and oh my god, J Love is gonna kill me. Um, she's gonna kill me.
I'm not calling a winner for that, but I love both of them. I'm not calling a
I've
winner.
been trying not to, but they both been cornering me. Like, I was like, "Who you standing behind?"
Oh,
And
who
Jay
are you
Love's
standing
like, Jay
behind?
Love sent me a random text like, "Oh, studs up, huh?" Like,
Shut up. It's crazy. What's wrong
bro,
with
it's crazy.
J-Lo?
Like the way they got play, like, who you standing behind? I'm like, bro, please,
Yeah.
like,
So who are you
I
gonna
got.
stand behind? Who you
But
gonna
look,
stand behind?
nah, I'm not answering that question because I don't even know.
You
I
make
might
me
not even
answer.
stand. I might go sit down.
I'm a
Bro,
family
don't.
man.
I can't call that
It's
battle
too
right
tough.
now.
It's too tough.
I love both of them very
Me too.
much.
Me too.
I feel like as far as just like bar for bar for bar,
Mm.
I think out of the rest of the girls, Eon, I think it's just a certain aura.
She been on the run since
I think
last year.
she's just been on this consistent run
Hmm. Hmm.
for a year and
And
some
she's on cruise
change.
control. If you want to
She's
sleep on
on
her,
cruise
yeah,
control.
yeah.
She's literally controlling the tempo. If you notice it, right?
Hmm.
She's controlling the narrative. She's
Hmm.
controlling the tempo.
Hmm.
Um, and I would be crazy to feel like she didn't have the best chance at winning. I think second would be J Love.
Mm.
I think with Mallory and Hope Trilly is also tricky too.
Who wins?
Because
Who wins? That's a tough one too. That's a tough one to call. I personally got Mallory, but
I
hopefully
think
it's
I
fire.
think Mallory, I think the difference is Mallory has figured out the energy and performance part that Hope
100%.
Trilly hasn't figured out yet. Like I
100%.
think the only thing Hope Trilly hasn't figured out is her aggression and how to be
Mhm.
consistent with her aggression from the beginning to the end. I
Right.
don't think bars wise that is um a problem, but
That
with the
performance is
name
everything.
Hope, I think Mallory might
It's
go.
gonna do a lot. I think it comes
Mallory
down to
is a
Mallory.
poet. Mallory is a poet's poet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When you
yeah,
listen to Mallory,
yeah,
she's very poetic. And
yeah,
she's gonna somehow loop in a story
yeah,
that's gonna become a crazy ass bar about
yeah,
hope and
yeah,
what she hoped to have and
yeah,
didn't get. Like
yeah,
it's gonna be insane.
yeah.
I think that's gonna be an incredible battle.
I agree. I agree.
Um, I think it's either going to be never mind.
I think it comes down to Mallory and Eon in the finals. Personally, I root for J Love. I love J Love. I love Eon, but I too many people have said this from the start that it's going to be Mallory and Eon in the finals. I think that's where it comes down to. But if J Love wins, I'm gonna be super happy for her. I love J Love to death. Um, yeah, if she figures that out, cool. But Eon's been on the run since last year. Like she had an incredible 2025. She's just coasting through this tournament, and I think Eon versus Mallory is a crazy, crazy final battle to have. Okay, so what about a one-off on the next card? Do we get Jade and Big Ice? Is that crazy?
It's not crazy.
Do you have
I
any
don't know.
interest in that, or is there somebody else you'd want to battle in the finals?
My hit list, as far as my hit list right now, if you
Mhm.
haven't seen my hit list, go to my Twitter page.
Phenomenal hit
Um,
list, by the way. We're
you
gonna
can
get
see
into that shortly.
my
Go
hit
ahead.
list.
Go ahead.
Right now, Eon is on my hit list, but she's still in the tournament. J
Mhm,
Love,
mhm,
Hope Trilly,
mhm,
Zan,
mhm,
um, any of the vets that's on my hit list. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? You got
mhm,
C3, you got Shoney,
mhm.
um,
UNC3 gonna be crazy.
Chirac. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
mm.
Uh, my goal this year is just to clean up my hit list. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Now, I could see me and Jay happening in the future, but I
Mhm,
do need Jay to go and catch some wreck. You know what I'm saying? I
mhm.
feel like she got to catch a couple bodies for real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Um, before we battle. But shout out to Jade though. Jade's one
Jade.
of them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I do think that she need to catch a little wreck. You know what I'm saying? because she didn't really battle the last time. And
All right, so now we got to talk about your hit list. So you're basically saying that, like, going into this finals, you want to battle somebody that's on your hit list already, right?
yep.
So you released a very cool graphic. Even the people you put on there love the graphic. So I'm gonna say we got Seabree the lyricist on there.
Yes. Belt
Okay,
the
we got
ass was supposed to happen in 2023. She flaked on me 3 days before, 2 days before the battle. She broke my heart. Now it's gonna be even worse in 2026.
damn. Okay,
She
next
knows too.
we got J Love on here.
Yes, have to.
Okay, tell me about that battle.
It has to happen. I mean, we both on the She Goes Hard roster. Shout out to She Goes Hard. We
Hmm.
both are considered Mount Rushmore of She Goes Hard.
Hmm.
Um, she is the face of She Goes Hard. Um, it's only right. And to be honest, I don't care where that battle happens. It can happen in New York. It can happen in Houston or in Texas. It can happen. I don't care where it happens at. It doesn't even have to be neutral ground. Because real niggas fuck with me and I don't give a fuck who don't. So,
Okay. Okay. You
mhm,
also got Hope Trilly on this list.
got to. I mean, even before Ho Trilly came back, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, in the game, that
Hmm.
was somebody I wanted to battle.
Hmm.
Um, her tenure in Bags and Bodies piqued my interest a lot. So that has to happen. You know, if even if it doesn't happen this year, which I'm confident it could, you know what I'm saying? It has to happen.
You got Chirac on this list.
I have to. Chirac gotta spin backwards now. She gotta go back. You know what I'm saying? She gotta circle back. Because
Hmm.
she, you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent, skipped the class. Like,
Hmm.
well, I wouldn't say skip a class because she's in the 2021 class with J Love, Chirac. I think Prestavia is like 2020, but I don't know. You could kind of consider, I don't know. But there's a few girls that came out, 2020, 2021 type shit.
Hmm.
But you gotta catch wreck with the 2022 girls. Mal, Ice, Rock. Who else came in 20? Jay Gray. There's a few girls that dropped in 2022 that she gotta catch wreck with. So it's a lot of girls she gotta catch wreck with. Has she battled Hope Trilly yet?
No, I don't think so.
She battled. She haven't battled Eon.
I think she might have battled Eon. I gotta check.
I don't think Shot battled Eon.
Well,
If
she got some in-house rec that she needs to tend to.
she has wreck to catch. So it just depends. She battles Eliza soon.
Yeah,
So,
that's
you
gonna be
know,
crazy.
we'll see how she feels after she battles Eliza.
Mhm.
But yeah, she already know what it is.
How she feel? What does that mean? What does that mean? Why you say it like that?
I ain't gonna lie. Eliza,
They was talking crazy. I did a
what I
FaceTime.
imagine in my mind about that battle,
It's gonna be
ah,
it's gonna be dark?
Texas business, baby.
Okay.
Texas business. That's all
Okay,
I can
okay.
say, man. Shout out to
Okay.
Chirac, though. I fuck with Chirac.
Shout out. Shuni the rapper. You and Shuni, how'd that go?
Belt, belt,
That's Shuni, big eyes. Chill.
belt. Shuni gotta be a Shuni has to show up for me in order for her to win.
Mm.
She's beating people and not even like showing up. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like Shuni be freestyling. Like Shuni be freestyling. She's on cruise control in a lot of her battles. She's like, but I gotta every time they ask a vet is in front of me, after I already battled official, I've already experienced battling a Mount Rushmore.
Hmm.
I know what that looks like.
Yeah.
I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
Pause if necessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anytime I get offered a vet from here on,
Hmm.
oh,
It's up.
it's up. I already got bars for Shun. I got damn near bars for everybody though. I'm ready. I got 2 rounds for KAV. I got I got rounds. I got rounds for almost everybody.
Oh, Big Ice talking heavy.
It's some niggas that I got bars for already. It's up.
Okay, what about you and Shane and Ashley? That's a slugfest.
Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Shayna, man.
Okay.
She knows she gonna have to get this work. She's hoping and praying that it happens as soon as possible
Mm-hmm.
because she knows any longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's up.
it's She knows. She knows. That's why she in a space like, oh no, why you don't want to battle right now? Why? Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Okay, talk
mm-mm.
heavy. What about
Yeah.
you and C3? That's a crazy one. That's a very crazy.
NC3.
That's a tough fight for you. I'm not
That's
gonna lie.
gonna be a crazy battle. Shout out to C3. We've had multiple conversations
Mm-hmm.
in person.
Mm-hmm.
And just, when I dropped my hit list, she was like, yeah, you
Yeah.
got me fucked up. And so I know that battle can happen this year for sure.
Yep.
And when it happens, I'm looking forward to it. That's definitely gonna be a fight for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be one of my craziest fights, but I
Mm-hmm.
also do think that I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I do think it'll be a great battle. Shout out to C3, man.
Shout out C3. A GOAT for sure. You and Zan. I like that. I like that. I like that battle. Big Ice, you can't. You Zan gonna be a problem for you.
No,
No.
no, she's not gonna be a problem for me. But let's see what she can do with E Hart. Let's see
Mm-hmm.
what she does with Jay Gray because
Mm-hmm.
she has those obstacles
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
and let's
Fact.
see how she feels after that.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, she might be a little sore after that. I'm not gonna
You don't
lie.
think she's making it through these battles? I know you've seen her with
Um,
Hope Chili. Come on, man. If that Zan show up, it might be a
legend,
problem.
legendary battle,
Yeah.
legendary. Let's just put that on the table, right?
Okay. Okay.
Legendary battle. But I
Got
need to see it again.
you. Mm.
I need to see it
Okay.
again.
Okay. You and Eon, very interesting. I like that battle a lot.
Shout out
Eon
to
might
my
talk
dog.
crazy to you, Big Ice. You might not make it through an Eon battle. I ain't gonna lie.
Me and Eon gonna fucking rap.
That's
We
gonna
not
be a
going.
rumble.
It ain't finna be all them fake angles, super
Yeah, it's gonna be
personals.
rap rap.
It's gonna be rap, rap. We gonna fucking
Mm-hmm.
rap.
Mm-hmm.
And I rap with her in Chicago.
Mm.
I don't. That's my
Are you
dog.
sure?
Let's put something on the table. Let's put some on the floor. I have not
Okay.
battled in Houston, Texas since 2023. I
Talk
have
heavy.
not battled in Texas since 2023.
Mm.
So when motherfuckers want to question my experience is going to people backyards and
Mm.
not putting my, you know what I'm saying, not being scared
Mm-hmm.
of that wreck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm prepared for it. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I'll go to motherfuckers' backyards. I'm like that. Shout out to Eon
Okay.
though. Me and Eon gonna rap. Like we not
Mm-hmm.
finna do the bull. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We gonna rap. It's gonna be rap. We you know what I'm saying? That's my dog. We thick as thieves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We gonna rap.
Okay,
It's
Big
gonna be
Ice versus
legendary.
First Lady Flames. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. That's crazy. You sure you want those problems?
Of course. Of course. I already know what to expect. Look at the names.
Goodness gracious, Lord.
I already can predict the bars. So it's
For real?
I mean her name First Lady Flames. My name's Ice. Whoopty doo. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Ice and fire. Let's go.
But
Okay.
that will also be the thing about my hit list and the
Mhm.
way I constructed it is very strategic to um everything makes sense from the artist names to the compatibility. I don't feel like there's anybody on my list that is way out of my league or, you know what I'm saying, super below me. You know what I'm saying?
I am happy that you left AG Amora off the list. You knew better, obviously.
When the last time she battled?
Don't do that. That's not relevant.
No,
What's
no, no, no,
relevant?
no.
No, that's not
No,
relevant.
now I'm the interviewer. When's the last time she When the last time she battled, Frank?
That's irrelevant. She was fire.
It doesn't matter if she was fire. You still talking about somebody that ain't battled in 2 years, Frank.
But she was fire. That's
She
the
hasn't
impact. That's why you
I
left her
can't.
off your list.
No, I left her off the list because she hasn't caught wreck.
Damn.
So even me battling her, yes, I could battle AG. And shout out to AG. I love AG. We actually real cool outside of, you know what I'm saying, banter and shit.
Yeah.
She gotta catch some wreck before she even battle me. You know what I'm saying?
How does it go if she battle you though? She might cook you.
How? Because she's super fine.
No, that's irrelevant. We talking about the bars.
Cause y'all know how y'all niggas do.
No. I don't care nothing about that. I'm talking about the bars. I'm talking about raps. And
You think
get in
she
there
rap?
and it's
You
just
think she
rap.
raps that much better than me?
No, I think y'all pretty. I think y'all it's close. There's no gap. Let's say that. There's no gap.
I just feel like what she's gonna do, which I'm just now really tapping into, is a lot of drug bars.
Which she's very good at.
She's good at, but I'm also good at a lot of things too. So, and I can also get on that level. I only pull that bag out when I need to. I don't always have to bring. I only pull certain bags when I need to pull them. Right. I can get into the drug talk too. I can get into all the extra shit too. I can get down just like her. We can have 3 rounds full of drug bars, drug talk.
Because you don't want those problems, man. You don't want those problems.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all gonna stop playing with Big Ice.
Let's go.
Y'all gonna stop playing with Big Ice. Y'all ain't even. I'm nowhere near my peak.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And
you keep getting better.
Frank, I'm nowhere near my peak. I'm in year 4. I'm nowhere near my peak. Y'all, a lot of y'all didn't even know who I was till maybe 2 years ago, 2024. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my manager, right?
Shout out Doc Petty, the GOAT.
Y'all ain't even see me at my peak. So y'all keep throw me whoever. As long as the business is good, I'm near. You know what I'm saying?
So of all these people on this list, what's the most likely? Like for Vegas, what's the most? Who can we see potentially? The Zan, Chirac. There's a few people on this list that might get Shuni. There's a few people that can make it.
You talking about for the next card?
Yeah, like as a one-off.
I don't think we in Vegas next card.
Okay, well wherever it is, would you show up?
I think the most likely to happen on the next card could be Zan or Chirac. It wouldn't be. I don't think it would be any of the vets. Maybe Flames. Seabree. I don't think it would be the vets. I think I'm gonna save some of the vets for later on in the year.
Okay.
But I could see a lot of those battles happening on WTBL.
Yeah.
Or I could see them on Big Tex Battle League. Yeah. Or I could see them on, the optics matter to me on where battles happen at, like as far as the league. Yeah. So, but more than likely, I think it might be. I think it could be Zan. Just depend how she feel after she get beat up by E Hart and get beat up by Jay Gray. Her body might be a little sore. You know what I'm saying?
She's not getting beat up. That means either gonna be fights, classics, but she's not getting beat up. Zan is fire.
Y'all love calling shit classics.
Hope Trillion Zan classic. Now what?
That is no. That is a classic. Let's stamp that right here.
All right.
That is a classic. She didn't get her ass whooped, and you could argue that she won a battle. So, but I have hope though. I do have hope winning the battle. But if she would have went first, like a lot of shit matters, like who go first, who go second. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Zan could have very much won that battle. But we have to see it again. I need to see that again.
Okay. Say less. Say less. We're gonna see.
I don't think she's gonna get with E Hart and Jay Gray. Now, the only thing I will say about Zan has energy. She be bouncing around the fucking stage. You know what I'm saying?
And delivery, powerful delivery.
I ain't know Auntie could, you know what I'm saying, get in her bag like that and be
Here
bouncing
we
around
go.
and
Here
shit.
we
You know
go.
what
Here we go. Here
I'm saying?
we
Shout out to my auntie, man. But anybody that's standing in front of me this year,
hmm
because I'm low key planning on possibly taking a break in 2027.
Okay.
Standing in front of me this year
hmm It's over.
is a mistake.
Will we see Big Ice on URL or
I hope so.
iBattle or any of these other leagues?
I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Are
be
you
on.
interested?
I'm very much interested. I've been one. I've all who which now come on, which who doesn't want to be on
I
URL?
gotta ask. I gotta
That's
ask.
on my that's on my, you know what I'm saying? Before I finish all this, I'll probably be done with battle rap, actually battle rapping, you know, in the next 5 years, 6 years or something,
Mhm,
right? I don't plan on
mhm.
doing and staying this forever.
Okay.
But I am having a lot of fun, right?
Mhm,
Before it's all said and done, I definitely want to hit URL. Definitely want to hit
mhm,
iBattle. I've expressed that multiple times. Shout out
mhm,
to everybody on the iBattle staff.
mhm,
I want to be on KOTD. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? I want to
Fire,
go to the
fire,
I want to go to Westworld.
fire.
I want to be on all the platforms that are respected. You know what I'm saying?
OSBL
So
again?
I would love to be on OSBL again. Shout out to
Mhm,
Kels. Like
mhm.
Kels is one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
I'm going wherever people want me at. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? And I'm
okay.
sure that most people just want to see me rap.
Right,
So
right.
definitely URL, definitely I battle
Let's go.
anywhere.
Let's
Like,
go.
you know what I'm saying? That's respected. I'm there. You know what I mean?
Okay, we gotta before we get out of here, we gotta talk about your music, Big Ice.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You make
yeah,
some
yeah,
great music. What are we doing, Big Ice?
I'm
What can
I'm
the
work
fans
I'm
expect?
working on some music now. Like, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying? I feel like
okay.
I told myself, okay, whenever this tournament is over, like you
Mhm.
really need to just lock in and focus on the music. So I'm definitely dropping some music this
Let's
year.
go. Let's
Um,
go.
it might be like this summer, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'm working. But y'all gotta bear with me. Like I work
Okay.
full time, you know
Okay.
what I'm
You got a
saying?
lot going
That
on.
I got a lot going on, but that is where I started. I didn't start with
Right,
battle rap. I've been rapping
right.
since I was 8. I was dropping mixtapes when I was 16, 17. Performed. I've opened up for great people, Boosie, the Baby,
Fire,
Webby.
fire.
I've done a lot before I got to battle rap with just my music. So
Mhm,
I'm circling back to that and I'm definitely gonna be dropping soon. So
mhm,
any producers, hit me
mhm,
up.
mhm,
Anybody that wanna collaborate, you got open verses, hit me
mhm.
up, man.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Big Ice, the future is yours. 2026 is
Appreciate
yours.
it.
I need to see you
Appreciate it.
outside. I need to see you doing your numbers. You've made us
Yeah,
all believers. I think you're our superstar. Like you're who
thank
we
you.
all need to be watching. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Good luck. Big salute to
Thank
Doc
you.
Petty.
Shout
Uh,
out to Doc.
salute to you and your hard work and your work ethic. You keep getting better. It's incredible to witness. 2026 is yours, Big Ice.
Appreciate you, Frank. Shout out to We the fans. Make sure
Let's
you
go.
cop your merch. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go
Thank you for
cop
the
your merch.
support.
Texas Business merch dropping soon. Y'all tap
Let's
in with
go.
Big Ice.
Send me the link
Mhm.
so I can support too.
I got you. I got you,
All
bro. I
right,
got
bet.
you.
God
All
bless,
right.
big guy.
All right. Salute. Appreciate you.
Salute.